So on behalf of the first day of WillieBuild, we are so glad everybody's out here today. Thank you. It's beautiful sunny skies, great.
So far so good.
So far so good. That's right.
Thank you for being here, for just a couple minutes. Last night I was in our church doing a wedding rehearsal, and for those of you who go to Highland Park Methodist, I don't know if you've ever looked up, but there's some words across the top, and it's in Gothic, so it's real hard to read. But it starts out something like this. What one of you, having 100 sheep, on losing one, would not leave the 99 and go out after the one and seek it and find it? And it's that reminder that part of who we are as a people of faith is we go outside the doors of the church, into the world, into the community, to address need. Just who we are. We've always been that. We also live in a world in which it's kind of overwhelming because the need is so much. If you just look globally, the amount of poverty that's out there, the amount of need that's out there, even in Dallas. And it can get to the point where you really wonder, can I make a difference? There's been a lot of talk lately about the power of one. One person can make a difference, and it's true. But I'd like for just a moment or two to think about what happens when one and one get together. What happens when several ones unite for a common cause? I was on the internet last night and I was kind of amazed. In 1976, Mildred and Fuller started Habitat for Humanity with one home. They had a vision. Poverty was a need. Housing was a need. They could make a difference. I was shocked. We're now north of 300,000 homes. Over 1.5 million people living in Habitat for Humanity homes. 700 of them were in Dallas. 1996, there was a sermon in our church, and one person heard that in a particular way and saw it as a challenge that that same kind of vision could be for our church in Dallas. And out of that was born Carpenters for Christ, and you are now on the slabs of 62 and 63. And this is now year 3 for WillieBuild. And I love the WillieBuild because those of you who knew Willie and knew him well know this. We don't all come to missions naturally, okay? As Lisa and her husband would tell you. Willie was one of those people, like many of us, that it's not something that was natural for him, but it's something that he grew into, so much so that basically service and concern for the other became central to who he was in ways that many of us don't even know. So thank you for being here. Thank you for standing in the tradition of Habitat, Carpenters for Christ, WillieBuild. Individually, we can make a difference, but when we unite, when the ones come together, it's truly amazing. Would you bow for a prayer? God, thank you for the honor and the privilege of stepping outside the walls and into the world in your name and seeing if we truly can make a difference. One home, one family, and sometimes 2 homes and 2 families at a time. We pray this in your Son's name. Amen.